Hey there. So I didn't make a video yesterday because I slept for a super long time after my first exams, and I've just been in a really weird place recently with dysphoria, and I just didn't feel up to making a video, and I was theoretically studying, and I just watched a lot of Undertale videos on YouTube. And it's unlikely that I'll get to make a video tomorrow because, I have my last day of school, and then something after that, and then there's like a party or something, and so I'm not going to get home until probably like 11 o'clock at night. And I could film in advance today, but I feel like this video is going to be taxing enough. And it's not, let me get this clear. I don't view this YouTubing thing as an obligation, and that's not what's draining. What's draining is forcing social interaction when I'm feeling so aggressively dysphoric, and being open and vulnerable when I'm so aggressively dysphoric. And I could try and do some sort of comedic video today, but I don't have anything ready, and I don't know. I'm in this really weird position because I only know one trans person face to face, and I don't know if she's dysphoric in any way. And so, like, all my friends from church and my, one friend from school who know I'm agender accept it, sure, but they just don't understand what dysphoria is like. And frankly, I don't understand how anyone could understand if they're not dysphoric. And so, I don't know, it reminds me an awful lot of, there's a lot of not being able to breathe, or feeling like I'm not able to breathe, and there's a lot of feeling like I'm gonna throw up, and there's a lot of anxiety, and there's a lot of I want to sort of claw the dysphoria out of me, which is a very, very violent urge, and I'm very much not going to attempt to act on it in any way, because A, there's no set dysphoria chunket I could claw out, and B, that is just a terrible idea. Do not go attempting to change your body in any way. Like, cutting your hair is fine, getting piercings and tattoos are fine, but please go to doctors and people who know what they're doing, accredited surgeons. And there are just so many horror stories of people attempting self-surgery or going to a non-certified or non-accredited or non-licensed surgeon and dying, and it's just whatever. And I don't know. I think part of it has to do with the oppressive heat that we're now having, and the fact that I don't have a working air conditioning system at the moment. And I think a lot of it has to do with being physically sick and just always never having enough energy to deal with anything. And it's also definitely a mental thing. Who knows? So, I don't know. That's what's up. I hope this is not relatable to any of you, because I hope none of you experience dysphoria, but if you do, hey, I'm here for you. We can chat about it. It's totally different chatting with people who experience it, because there's at least some level of relatability there. And it's complicated because I'm non-binary, and so, I don't exactly have a guide for what I'm, what I should be dysphoric about, or what I'm looking for. Not saying that binary trans people have to be dysphoric about certain things, please. Nobody really there's no general consensus, and often I just cannot trace my dysphoria any further than, well, I'm non-binary and nobody fucking gets it. And if I can't really identify the problem, then I can't work on either fixing it or fixing my attitude about it, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. I don't know, and I have to fill out forms for this Presbyterian triennium thing, in which I'm gonna use my birth name, I'm pretty sure, on a lot of legal stuff. And I'm gonna use my designated at birth gender, and I don't know, and even when I fill out this, like, preferred name thing, there's no way I'm gonna be able to put Azaria on it. I'm gonna put I call it my birth nickname, because it's what everybody calls me, and it's such a very gendered thing, too. And then I have to go to school tomorrow, and I have to go be social with people who... And I have to deal with being in the middle of a fucking love triangle, and there's just... It's a lot, and I don't know if I'm going to pass 2 of my classes or not, and I'm really not into doing junior year a 3rd time, and I don't know if I can do anything, and I'm just so fucking tired of having all these fucking expectations on me and not being able to just genuinely be who I am, because I could be able to deal with this shit, all of this, so much better if I could just deal with it authentically, instead of sitting there when my history teacher decides we're going to do an activity purely because he went to this lecture at Harvard and someone, or he lectured at Harvard and someone afterwards came up and was talking about the eradication of gendered bathrooms in Harvard and just like spitballing, and because of that he felt the need to segregate us by assumed gender designated at birth. I don't know what these kids were designated at birth. I guess assumed gender. And like, it's just, people are so fucking... I love you all. I hope you have a great day. Wish me luck on my last exams.